this is a video response to Landon Austin's video about his awkward high school moment. I don't really have one insulated awkward moment because I'm just a really awkward person in general, but I do have a super embarrassing moment, so I'm gonna share that as kind of like an awkward moment because anything super embarrassing is kind of awkward, and now I can laugh about it, but at the time it was like devastating. So I had just like gotten really close with my new best friend, and she's so funny, and she really is hilarious. But at the time we were just starting to become like best friends, and she and I, sorry, trying to get a good camera angle, she and I decided to go sledding. At the time it seemed like a great idea to go sledding in the hill in my horse pasture, and where this, this huge, like, I was in grade 9. Yeah, grade 9. But, by the way, I was homeschooled, and when you're homeschooled, not all homeschool kids, but some of us, you're socially awkward as it is. So I decided to wear this, like, snowsuit, this big, like, fluffy one-piece snowsuit, and go sliding. And this is really embarrassing. I had to pee really bad, but I decided I was just gonna go sliding anyway. So we get in the sled, we go down the hill a few times and everything's good, and then this one time we get in the sled and we go down the hill and the sled veers and it hits the fence, and we have like a barbed wire fence at this point, and I don't know if you guys know what barbed wire is, but it kind of hurts when you hit it. And we hit it, and we kind of bailed out of the sled before we hit, and we were laughing really, really hard. And I was laughing so hard to the point I was crying at this point because it was just a really funny moment. And I still had to pee really bad, and I peed myself in front of my best friend, who then thought it was twice as funny. So when you have one of those awkward moments when you laugh so hard that you pee yourself, and you're freaking out over it, and someone's making you laugh twice as hard, it's not good, and it doesn't end well, and that's so embarrassing, and I can't believe I just told YouTube that. But looking back on it now, it's really funny, and it doesn't really embarrass me anymore, and I just think it's so funny that ever happened to me. Like, who goes sliding with a huge one-piece snowsuit when they have to pee? Like, no one. So looking back on it now, it's really, really funny, but it was so, and just the fact that instead of being like, I'm gonna go in the house for a minute, I'll be back, I was like, I peed myself, and the fact that I just announced it like it was no big deal, it was so awkward. I am such an awkward individual. Like, when things like that happen, I don't even, like, the average person would just kind of, like, shake it off and kind of, like, hide the fact and just be like, I'm gonna go in the house for a minute, I'll be back. And not me. I just kind of announced it to my friend and then to my parents. And I probably will never live it down. My family, every time I want to go sliding, my family's always like, don't go in the sled with her, and oh, they just don't let it go, and I really can't believe I just told YouTube that, but oh well, things happen, and that happened when I was 15, and I'm almost 19 now, so, yeah, it was a couple years ago. It was pretty funny. So that's my awkward moment. I'm sure that somebody else has way worse ones, but at the time when you're 15 and that happens, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the most horrible thing ever. Things like this don't happen to anyone else but me. But yeah, so that's my awkward moment. Thanks for watching, and great video, by the way. Yeah, so I was an awkward kid.